right. That's somebody that goes out to the mother of the ship, Miss Mary Lagan. You guys know what time it is. What time it is. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Sheriff Report, y'all. Let's go. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? What's going on, man? Welcome to the Sheriff Report, y'all. This is July 27, 2017. It's one day we'll not see again, and we got to do this now. This it right here. Take one.
Take one. He got it right, didn't he?
I got it right. Welcome to the Sheriff Report. I just couldn't wait to get here today.
Yeah.
It's just something about the Sheriff Report I just love.
Yeah.
And we always have a good time when we on the Sheriff Report.
Always have a great time.
Always.
Hello, Macon County. First of all, you know I got to do this. 100.7 FM WUBZ with DJ Booty Rush at Hear Me TV. Tuskegee Virtual TV. Channel 181 in town. Channel 19, on campus with Pat Wallace, director, Kimberly Wright, Butch Baxter, and Jordan. Yes, always. I don't know why I say this every week. Oh, Danielle sounds so good.
Yeah, don't it though?
It
You don't like
really
Danielle?
Yeah, I like Danielle. That sounds really good.
Yeah.
But until the end, she'll just be Jordan. Yeah.
D Jordan. She like D Jordan. D Jordan sound good. Okay, that's cool.
Well, like I say, hello, Macon County. We got some guests in the building. We got, first of all, my buddy over here, Darian Locure, the new chief of Franklin, Alabama.
That's right.
Yes. Got him in the building. Of course, we got Miss Brunson in here, Courtney Brunson.
Miss
Look
Sheriff.
here. We got somebody over here, full figured and flawless.
That's right.
Yeah, we got a group in here called Full Figured and Flawless. Can't wait to hear what they got to talk
Coming
about.
up next.
Yeah, coming up next.
Yeah.
But hello, Macon County Sheriff Report tonight, July the 20th to July 27th. Between the dates of July 20th to July 27th, the Macon County Sheriff Department in the last 7 days has received 266 volunteer fire transmissions, 3,254 landline calls, 378 E911 calls, and 2,865 radio transmissions for a total of 6,763 contacts.
So that's
again, that's busy.
That's busy.
A little bit down from 2 weeks ago because we were in the 7,000.
That's right.
Almost 8,000.
Almost 8,000.
Now we're down to 6,763, which is still good.
Still good.
You know, a lot of people calling in, a lot of contacts.
Right.
And you know, you look at these volunteer fire departments and these fire calls. You know, you can expect that during the summer hours.
Right.
During the summer months.
Right.
You know, when it's been hot, but we're lucky that we've been getting a lot of rainfall.
Right.
So that's keeping the fires down, but, you know, we still have some.
Right.
But, you know, the volunteer fire departments and the fire departments do a great job.
Oh, wonderful job.
You know, putting out fires and doing those things. So you have to give them a shout out to commend those guys.
A big shout out. We're going to give them a round of applause.
Give them a round of applause.
We're going to give them a round of applause.
I like the round of applause.
I like the round of applause, too. Matter of fact, I saw, hold on one second. Yeah, big shouts out to the whole entire fire department all around Macon County, all the fire departments, the volunteer ones as well. And like I was getting ready to say, I saw Talibou.
Yeah, saw Talibou.
Yeah, and he said, "Man, you asked the fire department." I said, "Look, y'all come on the show too. You know what I'm talking about? We want to get everybody a chance to come and speak about what's going on in the community. You know what I'm saying?" And he said, one of the guys who's gonna come with him is out of town right now, so we're gonna get some time to do it. You know what I'm saying? So
well, you know, we need to talk to all the guys. You know,
everybody.
Talibou and the guys over there at the fire department do a great job, and you got a great bunch of guys over there that are dedicated to what they're doing.
Exactly.
You know, it's like being a police officer or a deputy sheriff. They have a dangerous job. You know, and they're serving the community. And I've been out there on several occasions when we had to call. I pull up, you know, and those guys are fearless.
Right.
They go into those burning buildings. You know, they try to save people. They rescue people, and they do a great job doing it. And they just need to be commended for it. And, you know, we don't say that enough.
That's right.
You know, I talk about the time when they saved the courthouse over there. They got there so quick, and they prevented a lot of damage to that courthouse, because that courthouse really should have been lost when somebody set fire to that. But those guys got there really fast. It started with the police department, because they had an officer that came by and saw it, and they called real fast. And they were able to get people on the scene, and they confined that fire to, I think, only 2 rooms on the bottom. And man, that was a tremendous job. And you talk about, you know, having a small department or whatever, small department, big department. If you know what you're doing and you're dedicated to your job, you can get things done for the community. And that's a lot said for what we have. You know, those guys are real knowledgeable about the job. They care about the job. And, you know, we have to commend them for that.
They're very athletic.
No,
everybody
athletic.
over
there.
there.
Be athletic.
You got to be athletic.
You got to be athletic to do that stuff. You talk about going to a police academy or a fire academy.
It's totally
it is tough. Ooh, it's tough. And I was going to talk about that with my partner here called Locure. We were roommates in the academy. He kept me in trouble, man. But it was hard enough running and doing that stuff. Oh, but I got to finish the report before we do all this. Okay. I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. On 720, Old Columbus Road had an unauthorized use of a vehicle, and that means somebody took a vehicle without, you know, asking somebody. It don't mean that it was just a stolen vehicle, but unauthorized use, the little watered down version. 720, information report, meaning somebody needed a report done, and there were no charges filed on that. On 721, we had arrest, marijuana second. 721, we had arrest, possession of marijuana. On 721, County Road 53, another information report. On 724, County Road 24, confiscated more marijuana. On 724, County Road 9, theft first. 725, County Road 13, recovered a vehicle. 725, arrest, County Road 54, carrying a pistol without a permit. 725, I-85 southbound, criminal mischief. 726, arrest, theft of property third. 727, another information report at the Macon County Jail. So, you know, pretty busy week always. And I can see here there were some reports not put on the report, but that's okay. You know, sometimes the guys, we give them a day to get these reports in, 24 hours. Sometimes it don't happen as busy as we are, but we try to have these guys have the reports in within 24 hours so we can put them on the sheriff report, and people can get their report in a timely manner who wants to sign warrants or need them for insurance purposes and that kind of stuff. So we try to have them in, but sometimes it just don't happen. You know, and sometimes there's special reasons, but y'all please bear with us on that and understand. But we try to do it really quick for you, because there are different reasons you do a report. And people want their information, they want their reports, and we get them in. I just want y'all to understand too, because I've had people calling about warrants. You know, when you sign a warrant on a person, we don't get the paper right then when you sign a warrant. So it might be a little while before we actually sign that warrant. At least a day or so before it even gets from the courthouse to our hands. You know, if somebody signs a warrant today, courthouse releases it the next day to us. We got to give them out. Officer Wynn takes those reports, have them in the computer. She passes them out to each deputy, whoever served, the deputy's going to serve them. They have to get them. If they're not working that day, they have to come to their box when they work and grab those reports and then try to serve that report. So it don't happen within a matter of minutes.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, because somebody asked me that. Man, I just put I just signed a warrant last night. You know what I mean? Like they supposed to pick them up last night. You know what
I mean, when you signed it last night, we don't even have it then.
So therefore,
it has to go through a complete process.
I'm glad you said
that. And that process might take a day or two. Might even take 3 days. And just say, for instance, and when we give out paper, what we do, we put them in each officer's box. These papers are divided up in the boxes. And I know they are time sensitive. When you come into court, we need to look at the dates to see when, and we try to serve those papers immediately. But sometimes that person is not home. Sometimes they're hiding from us, and we have to catch those people for a warrant. So it might be days, it might even be a week or so. It might even be longer than that. Because better believe it, if they know You signed the warrant on them. They don't want us to find them now.
Yeah, right.
Everybody don't want to go to jail.
No.
You know, so it might take a little time.
You're right.
So y'all bear with us on that. It's not going. If you signed it not tonight, 9 times out of 10, we're not going to see them tonight because, like I said, it's a process.
It's a process.
If we know that you're signing a warrant on some special occasion, and you walk the warrant in, and they tell, hey, we need this person immediately, we'll try to serve it immediately.
Right. Exactly.
But it's still a process.
You got to go through a process.
You got to go through a process.
That's right.
And we look for people. Sometimes we don't find people, and we keep looking, and we pass the warrant on to other shifts to see if they can catch them at different hours,
right?
You know, and different things.
Right.
One young lady told me the other day, and bless her heart, she was trying to get a warrant signed, and she said she didn't have his address, so she said she gave the address up the street. Mm-hmm. And you can't do that because that's where they're going to serve that warrant. Right. The address you gave, they're not going to know that he stays down the street from his cousin's house.
Right.
We're going to the address we have.
Need proper information.
Yeah. You know, so make sure you try to get the proper information, correct address, because we go to that address and it said they don't live there. What are we going to do? We have to turn those warrants back in.
That's right.
So we're right on there, bad address.
Bad address.
And then people say, well, they didn't serve our warrant.
Right.
Well, did you have the right address? Nope, I gave the friend's address. Okay, that's why you don't have them.
Yeah.
You know, it has to be, the right information has to be in. And we really make a big effort to serve these papers, serve these warrants, you know, get all the court papers out,
right,
and do all that stuff. But it's a really big job.
It is.
It's a really big job.
Yeah.
But that's how it goes. Yeah. That's how it happens.
I'm glad you did mention that because, you know, because some people think it's supposed to happen immediately.
No, it don't. Right. Usually it don't happen immediately.
Yeah. The
only thing that happens, I'm not going to say the only thing, but one of the things, we have a lot to do. And, you know, we have a lot of emergency pickups and court orders and things like that. And we try to do that, I mean, as quickly as possible. Just say, for instance, Judge Menifee or whoever calls and has emergency pickup, you know, Mr. Andrew Wright have emergency pickup, and these people have to go to Dothan or down to Bullock County or somewhere. Mm-hmm. And see, those hospitals only hold a bed space for a short period of time because they're waiting on them.
Right.
So we try to drop what we're doing, run and pick those people up and run them different places.
Right.
And that's tough.
That's tough.
You know, that's really tough.
Right.
And it stretches us out thin, but we're going to do our job and try to make sure that's done immediately.
Okay.
You know, and that's good because when you have people that have problems and you need to get them out of the home for their safety and for other people's safety, we have to drop what we're doing to do that.
Right.
And that's what we try to do. But all the business that we do is very, very important. And we just have to sometimes sacrifice and do one thing before we do the other.
Right.
You know, prioritize. I say it like that. We prioritize. That's a big word, ain't it?
That's a big word.
Prioritize. Learned that somewhere.
And we all know what it means, too.
Yes,
I know what it means. That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir. I see my man sitting over here. He quiet. I think he a little bit afraid.
He don't look that little court. I don't know. You know, we got to, you know, we do every time on the show, you know, we got to bring him in right.
You gonna bring him in right?
We got to bring him in right. That's what, man, the builder, man. You got to look cool. The chief look cool like that.
Chief look cool.
Welcome to the show, Chief Locure, in the building, man. You let the people know a little something about you. You know, you the new chief down there, Franklin, man. You know what I'm saying? How you like your job, and just give the people something. Tell the little people something about you. You know what I'm saying? Some people already know. You know what I'm saying? You know, just let them know a little something about you, Chief Locure.
Okay, my name is Darian Locure, Chief of Franklin, newly appointed May the 1st of this year. Love the job. I'd like to thank the sheriff for having me here, Mr. Rush for having me here. Mm-hmm. Both have been friends of mine for many years.
Yep.
Work very closely with the sheriff's department. Franklin is a very small police department, so we rely on Macon County Sheriff's Department and the sheriff's guys. I'd like to thank them because they have been very great in assisting me, helping me answer calls.
Great.
Any assistance that I need, they've been giving it to me. I'd like to thank the commissioners because they've been very helpful also. I can't forget them.
Great.
All of the people in the courthouse, Macon County court system, they've been very good with helping me get on board and get everything situated that I need to do to get Franklin back up and running.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, that's good, man.
That's really good.
You know, that's what we do, though.
Right.
You know, he's in Macon County.
That's right.
and we're going to assist Macon County.
That's right.
You know, the sheriff department goes all over Macon County, and him being there, it helps us out a lot.
Right.
Because those are calls that he answers. But when he needs help or needs us, we're always there.
Always there.
And we're always there to back him up.
Right.
So whatever Franklin needs from us, we're going to be there to help him. You know, he's part of my department, and he didn't mention he was a deputy sheriff with me too.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So, he was also a deputy sheriff.
Okay.
I don't. Long time friend. We spent hours and hours and hours and hours together.
Right.
On that road in the room, fussing and
right.
I ain't gonna say cursing, but first fussing about this work we had to do and about going to that police academy. When we were at the Montgomery Police Academy, it was like second ranked in the nation. And it was very, very, very tough.
I think it's still second rank.
It might be. I think one in California was the only one ahead of them.
Right.
And when they put officers out, they put good officers out.
They really do now.
They make it thorough. You have to be thorough. And we was joking before the show about how much writing and how much studying we had to do for that academy. You know, I can remember, you know, after getting out of the academy, out of class, we would go grab dinner and we go straight to the room and we rode and studied all night till about 4 a.m. And then we went, got us a couple hours of sleep, and we were back up having to get that. Yeah, man, it was tough, man.
Yeah.
You know, over the weekend, we might have to turn in 60 pages of written work when we got back that Monday morning.
60 pages.
And if you missed something, they would tear it up in your face and throw it away. And then you had that 60 pages plus the 30 you had to do for that day. So, man, it was very, very tough.
Wow.
You know, besides all the physical stuff, it was mental. And they just made good, thorough officers. You know, we were used to writing and doing work.
Right.
And they kept it like a military type. I mean, they were in your face and you were running and doing push-ups and, you know, you had to do a lot.
Yeah.
But it was worth it.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. Yeah. So I enjoyed every minute of it. You know, it was tough, but it was worth it. It was good.
It's good. Great.
And we came from a good background with that. And like I say, we spent a lot of hours together on that road, a lot of hours in that room, a lot of hours in the classroom, and on the range and different places. But, you know, we back together now, you know, and we learned together.
Right.
And,
That's
you know,
good.
when we look out for each other, we looked out for each other then, and we looking out for each other now.
That's right.
And Locure is going to make them a good chieftain. You know, he's a thorough guy, care about the community, and he's a humble guy.
Right.
And that's real good. That's what we need.
That's what you need.
That's what we need.
Chief Locure.
Chief Locure.
In the building.
In the building. Old guy from New Orleans.
New Orleans.
You
No.
hear that- you
What
hear
do they
that-
call it? Nolans?
You hear that accent?
Yeah, you got it. With a little deep voice with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's not going to Locure, man.
But all good. Though.
It's
all good.
It's all
Great
good.
guy, man. And I'm glad to have him aboard. Glad to have him close by. And that's another person that's good for the community. That's going to watch our back and watch the community's back.
Right.
Yeah.
Communication you guys have, man. You know, great communication. It was all about communication.
That's what, and I say it every week.
Every week.
I say it every week.
Yeah.
You know, all the guys, all the chiefs, and everybody just working together.
Working together.
And
All the
that's what
chiefs
it's
of
all
Macon
about.
County. Yeah.
Just working together.
Yeah. That's
And,
great.
and that's what
great.
it's all about for
wonderful.
for everybody.
Everybody. It works out good.
Works
people.
out good.
Okay, today, what we got today going on today?
Oh, man.
Okay, let me ask you this, Sheriff. The tips of the day. Now, what's the do's and don't when encountering the wildlife? Because you guys in the rural area all the time. You know what I'm talking about? There's a lot of people out there in the rural area.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, you know, not just in the rural area, but in the city area too, that we have problem with wildlife. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
So what the kind of do's and don'ts that the people need to take actions in when they're coming across a certain particular type of wildlife that they're not usually seeing? You know what I'm saying? Like down down there near where you stay,
Right.
they just ran over a bobcat.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See, if you come up 81, 199, there's a bobcat laying there right now.
Right now.
And that's a decent sized bobcat. But that lets you know, you walkers and you people that like to walk in the dark and walking in those areas and around woods, you have to be careful because there are wild animals in and around those woods.
Right.
And coming to work this morning, I saw that bobcat landed that somebody hit it, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But that's not the first, second, or third bobcat I've seen. So that lets you know they're prominent in those areas, especially around 199 where I live. This one was by the airport, but those bobcats are all around that area. I've seen several of them. Not only bobcats, but foxes, coyotes.
Yeah.
You know, hey, remember we saw a bear last year.
That's right.
You know, so you have to be careful.
Yeah.
And especially if you like to walk in those rural areas.
Right, right.
You know, so my advice is to just watch your surroundings. You know, keep you a stick or something that you can protect yourself.
Right.
You know, let people know where you're walking and try not to walk in the dark.
Yeah.
You know, in the dark, anything can sneak up on you.
Right.
And you are really free prey to some of these animals. And that was a nice sized bobcat.
I mean, he was a big one, though.
Yeah, he was a big one.
Yeah, the big one.
You know, and a cat is a very agile animal and could be a very dangerous animal, especially if they're hungry.
That's right.
You know, but in my area, I see a lot of coyotes. You know, I see a lot of snakes.
A lot of snakes.
You know, a lot of just different things, but I live by a creek.
That's right. Yeah.
So for me, you know, I have to really be careful. I've seen them in my front yard, my backyard. I'm talking about from coyotes to bobcats, to fox, you know, bunch of snakes.
Bunch of snakes. Especially you stay near those creeks and stuff.
Near the creeks.
Because it's hot out there and they be trying to get to that water.
That water and high grass.
Yeah, buddy.
So definitely be careful. I've killed about 6 snakes around my house this year. But even today, I was at Church's Chicken, and a young lady that worked in Church's had a snake under her car, and it climbed up into the motor of the car.
Wow.
Just luckily, it was a green snake.
Right.
You know, and I tried to tell her it's just a green snake, but boy, she didn't want to hear that. I tried to help her get the snake from under the hood, but she didn't want to hear that a snake is a snake, and I feel her because a snake is a snake to me.
I know that.
Green, blue, brown, purple. Yeah. I don't play with a snake.
Don't play with that snake.
I don't play with that snake. But I tried to help her today, but that snake was there, and it stayed there because I couldn't get it out of there.
Right.
But y'all just be careful.
Be careful, yeah.
You know, snakes biting, especially you got young kids. And I'll tell you got young kids that like to walk with you, walk around, and they're out in the yard. If you're in a rural area, be very careful because it'll be easy for a coyote or something to think that little child is fair game for them because you remember they prey on small and weak.
That's right.
So you be careful with your little kids out there. And I do have a little grandson that loves the outdoors, and you know, we let him out on the porch and we sit there and watch him play.
That's right.
But you don't let him run out in that yard or let him go out by themselves because they can wander too close to the woods.
That's right.
Or something might see them and think that it's fair game.
That's right. You're right.
So we don't want that to happen.
No, you want that to happen.
So be careful with your little kids.
Right.
But you talk about all kind of animals, you know, there are a lot of wild hogs out there. You walk in those woods, those wild hogs are dangerous.
They're dangerous.
You know, especially you run up with with some babies.
Yeah.
You know, they are dangerous.
And them wild hogs are hard to kill.
Oh, they hard to kill.
They hard to kill.
Yeah.
You know, I tried to run over one truck. He ran at my truck. and listen, man, I'm serious business. You see, y'all be laughing. You know, my big truck, he ran in the head for. I said, what? I'm not finna be, you know, like try to turn around, you know, because he coming toward me. So I end up just running over him.
Wow.
So I said, dog, I must got him. He over there hopped up. So I bagged up and he took off in the wood. So I get to my location. I said, dog, something's smoking in my car. You know what I'm saying? So I said, there ain't no smoke. So I said, what that smell? I said, what that? I ain't no oil. Man, now, listen, man. Those wild hogs are very musty, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Man, yeah. I'm talking about, that joke was, man, I'm talking about he's very, very musty. You know what I'm talking about? So, therefore, you come in contact with them, man, I'm telling you, they really have a bad odor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They odor, man. I guess that's one of the things that lure away or prey because they smell so bad. You know what I'm saying? You want to eat nothing that smell like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. A lot of people like to eat those wild hogs.
I like them wild hogs, but you got to really bathe them. You know what I'm talking about?
You go bathe.
You got to bathe.
You go bathe the hog. I hear you.
You got to bathe while eating, man. For real though, man. Because I'm talking about when you smell that hog, man. I'm talking about that.
You musty,
really,
huh?
Yeah, I'm talking about musty, man. Some of you never smelled before. You know how on a polecat, it said polecat.
That's
how that hog head smell, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was way.
Wow.
I had my car, man. I washed it several times. Yes, man. I was at the car wash washing. You know what I'm talking about? You know how high pressure that is. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, brother.
Wow, that's crazy.
Literally, I'm crazy, man.
But you know, I was talking about my area, but any of the rural areas, you go down 29 north, south. You know, it's just a lot of rural areas in Macon County. Right. You know, especially down County Road 2 where it's dark and you don't have a whole lot of people. But you look in town, right? You see deer running in town.
Everywhere.
Yeah, you see them running in town. You see snakes crossing the roads everywhere.
Right.
You know, you can't take it for granted and say that you're not going to hit a deer in town or you don't have coyotes here. You don't have bobcats here or there because they are everywhere.
Everywhere.
They are everywhere.
And be careful when they riding too. When you in your car, going to those dark roads, 29 and now 199B. Don't speed because them dealers jump right on you.
Jump in front of you.
Jump right in front of you.
And so with other animals.
That's right. That's right.
And if you're trying to miss them, you'll wreck and hurt yourself.
There you go.
So just be careful.
Be careful.
And you'll hit them even during the daytime.
Right.
Just be careful.
And if you happen to just be in the house and you see something around your yard, just take a picture of it. Don't go outside and take a picture. If you can take a picture from the window, because everybody have cell phones. You know, most cell phones have cameras on it. So if you can look through your window and take a picture of it, so therefore you can identify what that is, or let somebody else see. Oh, I saw what's name, and then you're like, oh. You don't know if it's a bobcat or a fox or a coon or whatever it is. Whatever it is, you got a picture of it. You know what I'm saying? But don't go outside to take that picture. Take it from the window. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know at my house.
You know what I'm saying?
I know at my house you can hear those coyotes by the pack.
Right.
At night, they're by the pack. You can
howling.
Hear them. They howling.
Boy.
They howling. And I mean, it's a beautiful thing because it's nature. But nature can be dangerous.
That's right.
I'm not going to that pack and looking around or going to see what they do. They howl out there as much as they want.
I know that's right.
Just don't come around the yard and around the house and around the family.
Right.
And and I don't bother them. As long as they howling away from the house, they all right. But when they start coming up in the yard, then I have to deal with them.
You could tell when we get kind of close.
You can tell when they get close.
Yeah.
Like I said, they've come up. They come up in the yard sometimes.
Right.
And I had a lot of cats out there, and man, all the cats have disappeared. I can't keep any animals. I had a lot of chickens. All the chickens were killed. Can never keep anything out there except the large animals like the horses.
Right.
And I had a couple big dogs. I had an English Mastiff, and he was all right out there. But anything small like cats and chickens and things like that, I can't keep.
But cats are good to have around your house.
I like cats around the house.
Cats are good to have around your house because they get away the pests and the mouses and the
snakes.
The snakes.
They kept them away. And I had a bunch of cats.
Right.
But they've all been killed off by the coyotes.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did they catch them cats? No cats fast, man. You know what I'm saying?
They fast. But,
how did they get them?
Catch them slipping, though.
That's right, catch them slipping. Anything can be caught, you know what I'm saying?
Anything get caught, you get slipping.
I know that right. A bunch of men, you know what I'm talking about? They ain't running packs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But yeah, man. But that's just some good information on what the do's and don'ts.
Yeah,
just be careful. Be careful.
Just be careful. Don't leave food outside that attract those animals.
Exactly.
I know you got to feed your animals outside, but just to sit food outside, and especially in the garbage, things like that attracts those animals, especially those wild animals.
Right.
So you leaving your trash out there with food in it. I burn my trash.
Okay.
And if I got food out there, I burn all my trash immediately and try to keep that problem down. But if you sit it out there, they coming.
They coming.
They're gonna smell that meat. They're gonna smell whatever, and they're gonna figure that's where they need to eat at. So you're gonna attract those wild animals, and that's dangerous, especially close to the house because they all coming.
Yeah, they come the next day, the next day. Well, you do it one time, that's it.
Yeah, they come.
They know where to come. They can get some meat from.
When I sit mine out there, I burn it immediately.
Yeah.
Try to keep that problem down. So if you're gonna do that, just burn the trash immediately. And I shouldn't be telling y'all to burn trash because I don't think you can burn the trash.
Yeah.
Especially in the city, you can't burn the trash.
Right.
But everything else on that.
Everything good. Okay. Let's see what we got going on now. School getting ready to start back.
Yeah.
School getting ready to start back. And what's some of the good safety tips, for the parents and stuff, or for the teachers, or for the kids?
Well, usually everybody happy to get back to school after a long summer. You're ready to see your friends.
Not everybody. But that's what you're supposed to say. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm supposed to say. You happy to get back to school, happy to see your friends, ready to get back to work, getting those books.
Right.
Ready to make those A's and that kind of stuff.
Right.
So usually it's a good time coming back to school.
Right.
You don't have any problem with nobody. Nobody made you mad over the summer. You're glad to see them. So usually school opens up pretty well. You got your new clothes on, your new shoes.
Oh, that's it.
You ain't finna mess up your new shoes out there fighting and arguing with people.
Right.
But usually the fall is a good time of year. It's football season. Things have changed around here. I don't even worry about the fights a lot no more, like at the high school and the different places, because they seem to be getting along better.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying? We've had less fights this year and last year than we've ever had.
Wow, that's great.
I hadn't seen a lot of trouble, like we usually have.
Right.
I just hadn't seen it.
That's good.
So
though.
that's right.
That's good.
That's
I give him a round of applause for that.
Let's give him a round of
applause for that. That's what we need to keep on. Yeah.
you know, as a student coming to school, that you're there for business.
Right.
The business at hand is to get your education.
Right.
You know, we're not there to clown. We're not there to ridicule or talk about people. You're there to get your education.
Right.
And it only betters you and your family. So, you know, we have to understand that.
Right.
You know, we only have to understand we got a principal. Mm-hmm. You got teachers there that are put in place to help you, to guide you, to do what you're supposed to do, and you're there to be a student.
That's
Just
right.
play your role.
Play your role.
Get your education. The whole main thing is to get your education and get a degree so you can take care of your family.
That's right.
And when we understand that, you know, school is bettering you.
That's right.
It's giving you a better lifestyle. It's making you have a sense of pride.
Right.
So don't pass that opportunity up with foolishness.
Right.
You know, we're not there to fight each other.
That's right.
You know, we keep talking about loving everybody in the community, growing up correctly, getting your education, just getting a job. Mm-hmm. And we have to understand that we can't pass that opportunity up.
That's right.
You know, that's what we're here for. That's what you're supposed to do.
What you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not out of the ordinary.
That's right.
That's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're expected to do.
And we got to keep on encouraging them to
keep on encouraging these children, these kids to do that. And let them know this is the way it's supposed to happen.
That's the way it's supposed to happen. That's right. That's right. That's right.
And it only betters everybody. It makes the community better. It makes better families, give you stable families, opportunities for your kids, because one day you're going to have your own kids.
That's right.
So, you know, my mom used to tell me that all the time. You know, go to school, get your education. This is what you do. You play your role, son.
Play your role.
And you play your role right.
Play your role.
And that's what you have to do.
You gotta
and
do.
So I knew I had to have an education. I couldn't come home without it.
That's right.
Man, I was scared to get in the fight at school.
What?
Man, my mom beat me down. Man, my mom and dad didn't play
They
that.
didn't play.
Oh, no, man.
Yeah,
Man, I get suspended from school.
Yeah.
Well, I used to cry. Now, I used to get in trouble. Now, I can't tell you that. I get in trouble. I get in a little fight here and there, but I beg them, don't tell my mom.
Don't tell my mom.
I do anything y'all need me to do.
But see, that's how I used to be back in the day.
I was a typical kid.
Yeah.
You know, my mama tell you, oh, that boy was bad. He was good bad, but
good bad.
He was good bad. He was a good bad.
Yeah, good bad.
But you know, I know how it was.
Yeah.
But I might get in a little tussle here and there, but don't tell my mama.
Yeah. But that's just being the child growing up, you know. Yeah, you gonna have that. You gonna have that. You gonna have that. And you got to protect yourself as a young man back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Because they did believe in you had to scrap. You know what I'm saying? They had to scrap. They wasn't putting no guns in.
But we didn't do no guns at all. Guns and knives, man, that was out of the question.
That's out of the question. Just had
and that's how things have changed too.
Right.
But you know, and we talk about anger management and stuff. You can't get that angry that you got to shoot somebody.
Yeah, man.
You know, there are consequences to everything you do.
That's right.
You know, and you get in an argument, you get in a fight, and we were back friends.
Back friends.
Day. I mean, same day we playing back. You know, it was all good. It was
all good. We just respected each other a little bit more better. You know what I'm saying?
Just respecting each other a little more better.
Yeah.
You know,
and maybe y'all become better friends than your best friend.
That's right. You know, and that's the way it was.
That's how it went. You know what I'm saying? That's how it went. And we used to love that. You know what I'm talking about? We back friends. Eat tater chip, cookie candy together. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. You can't do that now.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's how we used to do it back in the day, man. And then they had the big boys. You know, the big boys was our mentor. You know what I'm talking about? Certain things they wouldn't let us do.
That's right.
You know what I'm talking about? And even though we try to copy and emulate the big boys, they wouldn't let us do it. They wouldn't let us do it. All that dropping out of school, they wouldn't let you drop out of school. They catch you like, man, what you doing? Let me take you to school. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you miss the bus or whatever. They'll take you on to school. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that they're going to need, you know what I'm talking about? They're going to need you later on in life. Well, you might be the one that get them out of jail. You know what I mean? You might be the one that helped them. You might be the next doctor, lawyer. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
That's what we're looking for out of our community.
Right.
Doctors, lawyers, people that are servants.
Right.
You know, to the community and to their loved ones, man.
Right.
You know, that's what we need around here.
Right.
That's what everybody needs. You know, it's a time to stop all the things going on, the negative activities, and just do what you do. Do what you're supposed to do and do what is expected of you to do.
That's right.
But, you know, like I go back to, you know, there hadn't been a whole lot of those problems at school. You know, people happy to see each other. go to school, make sure you have all your materials that you need to
right.
be a productive student. You got to have pencils, papers, and look at here, they making that easy for you because a lot of people giving it to you.
Man, what you talking about?
We got a lot of community agencies and people that are out giving out the book bags, the pencils, the paper, and that kind of stuff, and they just showing you love.
Showing love.
So there's no excuse not to have.
That's right.
All you got to do is go get this free stuff, take it to school, and start your day. Start your week, start your month, start your year.
It's so easy.
And just have a great year.
It's so easy. The only thing you got to do, take
no excuses.
No excuses. Yeah, man.
No excuses.
Take your mind and your behavior to school. Now that's all you got to do. You already got. You can use the same uniform you had last year. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my kid, I don't want to wear the same thing I had last year. Daddy, okay, I understand.
Yeah, I understand.
So we got to go out and buy new clothes and that kind of stuff. But some people just can't.
That's right.
Everybody can't do that. I tell my kids, go in those drawers and pull out some of those clothes you had. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got new clothes, and a lot of people have new clothes they hadn't even worn.
Right.
Especially as uniforms get too small, you didn't get a chance. Pass it on to somebody.
There you go.
Pass it on to somebody. Help your neighbors, your friends.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Help them out and just make it a better place.
Do they have somebody that's collect those uniforms? I think somebody collect them.
They have been doing that.
Do somebody collect those uniforms? I know they take them to each school. Each school just take them and they're accept them.
Yeah, the schools
accept them.
Okay.
All the schools accept the uniforms.
Different color uniforms.
I didn't know that. Yeah. So the people that don't know that, you have some old uniforms, go by the school and donate them to the school.
Donate them to the school.
Right.
And I think, a lot of people, you got a lot of good people out there that donate brand new clothes.
That's right.
You got some people take a child shopping and say, hey, get this, get that. Yeah. And that's good too.
Yeah.
Help out the people that need it. And just make a place a better place.
Man.
And it's hard, and you can sit there and say it's hard for kids to go to school who don't have. Because they want to have just like everybody else.
That's right.
And unfortunately, everybody don't have a job.
Yeah.
We can't picket these kids. We can't bully these kids. We can't do anything to make these kids feel bad because some of them are a little less fortunate than you are.
That's right.
We don't like ugly. God don't like ugly.
That's right.
You help these fellow students out, these kids out to get the things they need. And that makes us all better.
That's right.
And you get your blessings for that.
Sure do.
You definitely get your blessings.
You get your blessings. You really get some blessings.
For that.
Yeah, man.
Definitely get them.
Yeah.
But let's just help each other out, man. Let's start school out and let's challenge each other not to go to school to fight. Go to school to learn. Get your lessons. Let's see who make the most A's.
Yeah.
Let's make the A be honor roll.
Yeah.
And if you're a C student, make all the C's you can.
All the C's.
You know what I'm saying? Just do the best you can.
And like I talk to a lot of people. I said, look, man, everybody ain't an A student.
Everybody ain't A student.
Everybody ain't a B student.
Everybody ain't a B student.
But you can get A's in conduct.
Yeah, you can get A's in conduct.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So if that's only A's you can get some A's in conduct.
That's
you know what I'm talking about? You can't get the other A's.
Yeah.
Get A's in conduct because you can go in the classroom and behave and sit your butt down.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
can do that.
That's right.
I didn't have that, man.
And I really think, you know what though? I really believe everybody can make A's if they studied and did what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You just settle down and put your books first. You can make A's and B's because all you have to do is study. It's just putting the time in to do it.
Right.
And now they have iPads and phones and all that good, easy stuff that help you do these things.
Yeah.
There's no reason why you can't get where you want to be.
Yeah.
If you want to be an engineer,
right.
If you want to be a mathematician, if you want to be a teacher, if you want to be I say a police officer because I think for me it's a great field.
Right.
But whatever you want to do, you can do.
You can do it.
If you don't want to do that, if you want to be a nurse, if you want to be an auto mechanic, if you want to be whatever you want to be, it's for you. If you want to be a welder,
right,
go out and learn how to be a welder. Go out and do whatever you need to do to put yourself in a position to take care of your family.
There you go.
So, but it's all about going to school.
It's all about going to school. If you found out something you're interested in, you can go on YouTube and Google it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everybody got smartphones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody on Facebook.
Yeah.
So really no excuse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially young people. You know, they probably have a phone that don't supposed to pick up internet, and they can make it pick up internet. That's how smart these kids are. You know what I'm saying?
Smart, man.
And so if you want to learn anything you want to, you can go to Google on YouTube. Anything, any trade, you can go there. They'll teach you the beginners tutorials, the beginner stages of anything. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
You just go YouTube.
Just go to YouTube.
Go YouTube.
Shows you everything.
Everything. Tit for tat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't like the way he explained it, you go to the next man. He gonna explain the same thing a different way.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
YouTube got it all, y'all. YouTube got it.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
We had I talk about, because I saw it on Facebook when we came in here.
Okay.
And I always talk about Facebook because I look on to get some information.
Right.
Because I know what people want to hear and talk about. But we had a little scare today. They called in and said that there was a device on a fence over on White Street at Miss Howard and Mr. Howard's house, and it looked like it might have been a bomb or something.
Okay.
So we had all the agencies rush over there. The call came into the police department, and they called the sheriff department. So we all went out there. Frank Lee, emergency management, and the fire department, like we talked about earlier, does a great job.
They be on it, boy.
They got there. Sheriff department got there. Police department got there, and we saw this thing on a fence, and we didn't know what it was.
Right.
And they actually called the bomb squad out of Montgomery. Bomb squad came out of Montgomery, and they didn't know what it was. So we took all the precautions that we needed to get this device taken down and see what it was. And it turned out not to be a bomb, but you never know.
That's right. And
that shows you how things can change and things happen in any given situation.
Right.
Now, this thing was a peculiar looking thing. It had some kind of cooler on it, had some type of battery on it, had some type of light on it, and they had it hanging from a fence, and it very well could have been a bomb.
Right.
So you take all the precautions you need that nobody gets hurt. So we actually evacuated the Board of Education.
Okay.
We evacuated the swimming pool, the city pool down there, because if something was out of place, we wanted it to be right before we moved in. And that bomb squad got there quick, man.
Wow.
And that's just
Montgomery.
Montgomery. They got here quick. And they checked everything out, and they were puzzled about it. And they took every precaution because they hadn't seen anything like it.
Wow.
And they called all the different agencies, the state and all around the county agencies, to see who could have left this, because, it just wasn't right.
It wasn't right, yeah.
Well, the thing turned out to be some kind of mosquito thing that was left, but
a mosquito?
Yeah, a mosquito.
A mosquito. Yeah.
Some kind of mosquito trap, something. People were testing mosquitoes. But what they should have done was let the people know they were leaving something like that in their yard. You can't, in today's day and age, you better not do that.
Yeah, that don't look right.
Don't let me catch you leaving that out by the house and you take off. No, sir, buddy. And that's anywhere.
That's right.
And we were concerned. The homeowners were concerned. The state was concerned.
That's right.
The fire department was concerned. The sheriff department was concerned. The police department was concerned.
Nobody had never seen it before.
We hadn't seen it before. Chief Patrick was out there. I was out there. Captains were out there. The fire department captains and head people out there. They pulled everybody to this thing.
Right.
And we were all concerned.
Exactly.
But it turned out to be some kind of mosquito trap or something.
God almighty know.
But you know what? What if it wasn't?
What if it wasn't? That's right.
You don't take no chances.
That's right.
And it's not a laughing matter. It's not. And I saw somebody say, it was a mosquito trap. Okay. Thank God it was a mosquito trap.
That's right.
But we're going to check it out first to make sure that we don't have any injuries and nothing crazy happens, because there's too much going on.
Too much going on.
And I'd rather be safe than sorry.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
So I'm glad Montgomery came down, and the guy was like, man, I'm so glad I came down, because he said, I learned something today.
That's right.
Well, he said, we thought this was a bomb, and it still looks like it.
Right.
But we know now.
We know now what it is. Yeah.
But he also said, we're going to pass this information on to the state. Don't leave nothing in nobody's yard like this and don't say nothing.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
Can't do that.
No, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
So it gave everybody a scare, and I apologize to Sandy and Mr. Howard over there, because it was left in their yard.
That's right.
But they did a great job calling, and Mr. Howard even tried to follow the people to see if he can get some information, the tag number and that kind of stuff. To me, you be careful with that, because you don't know if they had a gun or whatever.
Right,
you don't know, especially if it was a bomb that could be kind of dangerous. But he's a man. He understood, and he was afraid of what could happen there to his family and his household.
Right. So he got a chance to see the people put it out there.
Yeah, he saw it.
Oh, okay.
And they took off.
Okay.
So of course he was concerned.
I know that's right.
Yeah,
that's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
They knock on the door like, "Hey man, we putting this in your yard."
So
wow.
we came with lights and sirens and everything.
We did right,
and we did right.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's not a laughing matter, and it turned out to be a mosquito thing.
Right.
But we did what we needed to do.
There you go.
To make sure that everybody was safe.
Right.
You know, the bomb man told us today, "Hey man, you can call me anytime. We gonna come check it out." He said, "I'll come here 200 times, but what about that one time that you don't call me and it turns out to be a bomb?"
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it turns out to be a bomb.
Right.
And he said they answer 200, 300 calls a year like that.
Wow.
But that's what he's there for.
Right. But it's the first time you see something like that.
The first time you see
learn something today.
Learn something today.
Learn something today.
And you know, I wouldn't get too close to it myself.
I know that's right.
I took some pictures, but I kept my distance.
Right.
I ain't no bomb man, so
yeah,
I know my limits.
I
had my camera.
That's right.
I passed all the information on to them that I could.
Right.
And I was brave though.
That's right.
I was brave.
He go share.
I was brave, guys.
That's right.
I want y'all to know I was brave.
That's right.
And all the guys that protecting you were brave.
That's right.
But that was just something we hadn't run into before.
Right.
You know, and I learned a lot today.
I learned
a lot today.
Great.
But you know, we have so much in this county. We're so close to Auburn. We're so close to Montgomery. Mm-hmm. You know, we have a college here.
Right.
You get a lot of people, diverse people. You never know.
That's right.
What might happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we're still in a rural area. Mm-hmm. You never know what might happen.
That's right.
So we handle every call and everything. You don't take anything for granted.
That's right.
Don't take nothing for granted. You take it for face value.
There you go.
And if they tell me and look at it for face value, I'm going to treat it as a bomb.
That's right.
Like they thought it was.
That's right.
So that's what we did.
We did the right thing.
But I want to thank everybody that, you know, the people that called, the people that got out of our way, the people that stayed back. Mm-hmm. Everybody played their part.
Played their part, man.
Everybody played their part.
That's good, though.
And I have to commend that fire department again, the police department, the sheriff department.
This is a journey.
You know, Frank Lee and all those guys and the bomb squad that came out of Montgomery. Had to thank all those guys.
Right.
Because they were all there.
Right.
And we stayed the duration.
Wow.
You know, that was a couple hours out of our day, but it was worth it.
Right.
You know, and we're glad to say that it was not a bomb.
Not a bomb. Good thing with no bomb.
Good thing.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Glad you guys got that.
That was the excitement for the day in Macon County.
Macon County.
Yeah.
A mosquito
trap. Something.
Wow.
And it had a battery on the ground. Had a wire running to it. Wires coming out of the thing. Had a light on it.
Right.
It looked like a bomb.
and that might not be the only yard they put in. So anybody you got some funny stuff looking around in your yard, go check around, and call. You got to call.
And it had
you never
like
know what it
like a water jug on it.
Water jug.
Oh man, it looked like, you know, crazy, like a water jug with wires hanging out of it, light on it. You know, a cable for the battery on the ground to keep it going.
Wow.
Oh, it was crazy. It looked crazy now.
It would be like a homemade.
Yeah, it could have been homemade.
See, that's why they probably know exactly what that was. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they learned something today.
Yeah. I learned
Bomb Squad, they never seen that.
I had never seen
that. God, that's strong there.
Yeah, it is.
That's strong there. Wow.
Yes. But great bunch of guys, you know. And again, it just shows how people are willing to come help you. You know, you keep these great relationships with these people. They coming to help. You know what I'm saying? They coming to help. You can get them a round of applause.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
We like doing that, man. It don't even cost nothing, but you know, sometimes people just need to just say thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Just thank you.
Just thank you.
Thank you to everybody.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
Everybody
came out,
risked their lives to come out there and help.
That's right. And was ready.
Everybody ready.
Everybody was set on go.
And you got to understand, that's what we do. We are ready for that.
Ready.
You know, and you don't think twice about going when people in danger.
That's right.
Fire department don't think twice. Police department, sheriff department, those people don't think twice about going when people are in danger.
That's right. Protect the community.
Take a certain type person to do that.
It does.
It really does.
You got to have a special talent, special want to. You know what I'm talking about? It's in your heart.
It's in your heart.
It's in your heart. It's in your heart. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you this, Sheriff, about the new truck. Now, hold on. Now, I see the new squad. The squad. What is the squad truck?
It's a SWAT truck.
SWAT truck. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, matter of fact, when we got that call today, we was on our way from Montgomery with the SWAT truck. And I have to just say, man, you know, Sheriff Cunningham, Montgomery County Sheriff Department,
your
great
brother,
guys.
your brother.
Everybody say we look alike, though.
Y'all look just alike. Hey, that'll be funny, man. Y'all just swap out.
Dark skin. We both dark skin.
Y'all swap up for a day. You know, he come down here, you go up there. Like, hold on now.
We both bald heads.
Yeah. Y'all
look dark skin.
Yep, right.
And I mean, I guess
you're around about the same size too, right?
Yeah, I'm just a little taller.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's a great guy, man. Really great guy. You know, he had said something to me before about a SWAT truck that they had, and man, they were able to purchase a state of the art. I think it was about $300,000 SWAT vehicle. Man, it is so awesome.
Wow.
But you can imagine them needing. They're the capital,
right?
So they have to be prepared for anything.
That's right.
They got to be prepared for anything.
That's right.
And he does a great job keeping his staff and his people prepared. I went in their warehouse today, man, and they have so much stuff.
Wow.
Man, stuff that you can't even imagine. You know, from towers to the four-wheelers, the boats, the command centers. Man, they got everything, man. But it's good because they can't say, hold on, wait till we get this stuff in when something happens.
Right.
You have to be prepared.
You got to be prepared.
And it's only up to the person in charge to have the mindset to be prepared for all of this stuff.
There you go.
You know, you can't take this for granted. I can't say I don't need a SWAT vehicle. I don't need vehicles or anything because somebody might come rob this bank tomorrow.
Right.
We might have a terrorist threat.
Right.
Somebody might get irate up in the courthouse.
Right.
I'm over the sheriff department. I have to be prepared for this kind of stuff.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't say, oops, I didn't get prepared for this shooting. I don't have a vehicle to respond to this. Right. I don't have radios. I don't have the people to respond to this. You know, no amount of money or anything else is worth the person's life.
Right.
No amount of money is worth the embarrassment of not being prepared when something happens.
Right.
You know, and that's the mindset I have.
Right.
You know, some people might not agree with that. Well, why did you spend money on this? Or why did you spend money on that? This is what I see that we need to move this county forward.
There you go.
You know, and I hope people see that.
Right.
You know, we're not going to run a sheriff department or a police department without equipment, without the stuff we need to keep our guys safe, to keep this community safe or whatever. So I was able to get this SWAT truck that they had since they bought this new one, and he got it to me. I mean, I just can't thank him enough.
It's beautiful. It looked new too. Yeah, it looked new too.
It looks good.
Pretty man.
And it's what we need here to protect our community and our citizens.
Look good.
You know, we just gonna be prepared for anything, just like everybody else.
That's right.
So we were able to go up there and get the vehicle from them today, and we drove it back when we got this call. So some people were able to see it. We wanted to just take it to the sheriff department, till we got it ready, but that didn't happen today. You know, we had to drive it directly there, which was good because if we needed it, we could have got into it and protected ourselves.
That's right.
During this bomb threat because it is totally bulletproof. And all that stuff, bulletproof glass.
So we would need it for this situation anyway.
Yeah, we would have needed it for this situation anyway.
Okay.
So like I said, I want to thank Sheriff Cunningham and his staff for giving us the opportunity to get this thing. And he told me, hey, man, this is just for you. He called me today and asked me if I wanted to come pick it up. And I said, sure.
Right.
And we did.
Right.
So we are moving forward. We are trying to, you know, we're a small department, but we're going to operate, you know, being able to take care of this county and this community.
Okay.
And you're going to see things that you had never seen before.
Right.
And we just want you to be as proud of your sheriff department as we are because we're trying to move forward. Everybody's not going to agree with us moving forward, but that's okay.
It's okay.
It's my vision and what we see at the sheriff department and what we talk about, the things that we want to do and the things we need to do to protect this community. We're going to be prepared.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to be prepared. And to be prepared, you have to spend a little money sometimes.
Spend a little money.
And we're fortunate enough to have a little money coming in to do this.
Right.
You know, we're going to have equipment. My guys are going to have vests. My guys are going to have guns. They're going to have the vehicles. They're going to have the uniform. They're going to have whatever they need to get out there and do their job.
Right.
And like I say, we just want y'all to be proud of us, and we're going to be proud of you as a community, and we're doing this together.
Right.
You know, we're trying to move the department and the county and the city forward.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you have a good, you notice when people come around, when you got businesses and stuff, they're going to look at your police department. They're going to look at your sheriff department. They're going to look at your school system to see how you're functioning. You know, can they put their kids in school here?
Right.
You know, can their families be protected here?
That's right. That's
you know what I'm saying? Those are some of the major things that these companies look for.
They really do.
And we don't think about that. But I'm telling you, that's a reality.
That's right.
It's a reality. They're going to look at your government. They're going to look at what you have. Do these people have it together in Tuskegee and Macon County?
Right.
That we can spend this money.
Right.
To where we can invest this type of money in this community. You know, they don't want to be a failure. They want to know if their stuff is protected. They want to know if their kids can go to school and be protected.
Right.
They want to know if you got a great superintendent, you got a great mayor, you got a great police chief.
Right.
You got a great sheriff. People that's going to do right.
Right.
They want to know all
They want
these
to know.
things.
That's right. That's
they
right.
They come down and look to see.
That's right. That's right.
So we're going to be prepared. We're going to do our part. And this is just another piece to the puzzle.
Right. Right.
Just another piece to the puzzle.
Right. Right. Let me ask you this, Sheriff. You may not have to go in detail, but how was your birthday? You had a birthday this weekend.
You know what? You know what? And I'll be honest with you. I had a great day.
Great day.
Started out with breakfast in bed.
Okay.
Oh, the wife came in with grits and 2 steaks and
2 steaks.
Oh man,
Steak
I like
grits.
a steak, man. Yeah, steak and grits, man. I love a steak.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Big.
So I had a great time. You know, I sat there and I had breakfast in bed, and I laid back down. I woke up and watched some TV, watched me some Western.
Some Western, got some Western.
I laid back down, and you know, I didn't get a call to come out at all that day.
What?
This is one of the rare times that I was able to relax.
Great.
I can't even. It's been years since I was able to stay in the house all day.
What?
I didn't leave my house Saturday, and it's just what I needed and just what I wanted to do.
Sometimes you need that.
I needed it bad.
You needed it.
I needed it bad.
God.
I fell asleep. I don't know how many times that day, and it was just so relaxing. And it's what I needed.
God,
I really enjoyed my birthday.
Yeah.
I could have gone to the movie. I could have gone to dinner. I could have gone shopping. I could have done anything I wanted to do, but I chose to relax.
Sometimes you need that. Get you a peace of mind.
It was peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Oh man, it was peace of mind.
Nothing like a peace of mind.
Yes.
You can't even buy that.
Yeah, you can't buy that.
You can't even buy
And
it.
I didn't mind if I got a call to come out and help my guys at the sheriff. I didn't mind.
Didn't mind.
But I didn't get a call.
Get a call.
I didn't get a call.
Got your big old peace of mind.
Oh man, I relaxed.
Relax.
And that's just what I wanted to do. I have to tell everybody, thank you for the birthday wishes, because I got many.
Man, I sure did.
I got calls, Facebook, I got a lot of birthday wishes, and I just want to tell everybody, thank you. Really enjoyed them. Appreciate you thinking about me. And my birthday was great. I did just what I needed to do.
That's right.
And it felt good.
It felt good.
It felt good.
Peace of mind.
So thank you, and thank y'all for asking.
Right.
But I enjoyed my day. I really did.
That's great, though.
I enjoyed my day.
Yeah.
That was a perfect day.
Perfect day.
It really was.
Yeah. The Lord was looking out for you.
Yeah,
He knew
was.
you needed that.
Yeah, I needed it.
He
man.
gave you what you needed.
Yeah, he gave me what I needed.
Not what you wanted, but what you needed. You kind of wanted it too, though. But just relax.
The kids came in there that morning and woke me up about 7 and gave me some gifts, and that was beautiful. It's beautiful to have kids.
It is.
You know, it's beautiful to have family.
Family, that's right.
You know, that's number one. Family's number one. When things are going bad, you know things aren't going your way that day, and seems like people are down on you sometimes, you can always go home to family.
That's right. That's right.
And, you know, it's good to have a good wife, good family.
That's right.
You know, my mom is here, you know, my mother-in-law, my brothers, you know, my sister-in-law, all those people, my daughters, my son, even grandson, you know, everybody good. It's good to see those people. You know what I'm saying? And everybody have their favorite people they need to see.
Right.
They have their favorite people they need to see.
And how's your dad?
And he's doing the same
thing,
man.
yeah.
You know, we was talking about trying to get him back to the hospital tonight. When I go home, you know, it's just not good for him.
Right, right.
You know, but we still praying.
Still praying.
He's still hanging in there. And, you know, I have to say I got so many calls and texts from my friends, but people at the job, you know, man, it's just been good. You know, old friends, new friends always ask about my father and make me feel good. You know, but he's still hanging in there. And only the Lord knows what's in store for him. Because they said he would have been gone 4 weeks ago, but he's still here. He's still hanging in there.
That's right.
But only the Lord knows.
That's right.
Only the Lord knows.
Well, we got a real strong praying committee over here on 100.7 WBZ and Tuskegee Virtual. We'll be still praying for your father, your whole family. You know, we'll still be doing that.
Just want to let my guys know at my sheriff department, you know, that always call, come by, you know, text me and give me words of encouragement. I keep talking about the people in my office that are so great to me. Without those people, I ain't gonna sit here and name everybody again, but they know who I'm talking about. You know, the supporting cast that always help and call and ask, you know, just thank you, everybody. But hopefully we can get through this.
Right.
You know, and it's in God's hands.
It's in God's hands.
It's in God's hands.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm going to have to, you know, that makes me sad, but, I mean, it's in God's hands.
It's in God's hand. Wow.
It's in God's hand. But, you know, on a better note, you know, I want to give a shout out to people down on 29 North, Miss Talbot, and that neighborhood watch. You know, they always watch the show, listen to the show.
They listen to the show.
Yeah.
Big shouts out to y'all.
You know, they'll call me, and I mean, Miss Talbot and her neighborhood watch. They're great people up there.
That's on 29. 29 North.
They meet all the time. You know, they got some good people up there, and just like the other people, everybody got great people. You know, but I think about people when they call me and. You know, and people always say, we listen to the show, we like to hear what's going on. And I just hope that it's a service to the community.
Yes.
Because you get to hear what's actually going on in this community. You know, we're not trying to hide crime. We're not trying to say that nothing happens. We want you to know what's happening and where it's happening.
That's right.
So you can protect yourself.
That's right.
You know, we need to get all this information out to you. We need to let you know how you can do things and how you can do things better. And hopefully at some point we'll get to calling in so y'all can ask questions about these things.
That's right.
But I'm very concerned about you. Love doing the show. And anything you want or you want to hear on the show, just call us.
Just call us. That's right.
You know, call the show or see me like you do and say, hey, Sheriff, we want to hear this. Or,
right.
You know, I like to hear. We like the show and we listen to you, you know, and it's all for you, really.
That's right.
You know, communications is the key.
Communication is the key.
I promise you, I'm going to get it all out to you, whether it's bad or good. You need to know what's happening.
That's right.
If something bad happening at my department, I'm going to tell you. Something good happening, I'm going to tell you. We're going to keep it like that.
That's right.
We're going to keep it all real.
Keep it all real.
And that's the way it should be.
That's right.
That's the way it should be.
The way it should be.
And I think it's time to let everybody go. Locure was quiet. He didn't say much, did he?
Yeah, he said it. He said his little thing, you know.
He was a little scared. He said he was a little nervous.
He a little nervous.
Yeah,
he don't look nervous, though.
First time on the radio, first time on the TV. He said he was going to be a little nervous.
Yeah, but he holding it in, though.
He holding it down.
Yeah, he holding it in. You see how it's kind of fun, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, be back.
He said he'll be back. But you know, you look up today, when we had the bomb threat, you look up today, and guess what?
Locure right there.
He right there.
Right there.
Locure right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We did an escort through town the other day. Miss Davis, the Davis family had a death in the family, and they had to come from Columbus. So we met them at the county line. We needed help coming through town. They had a lot of cars with them, a lot of family. We look up, and guess what? Locure right there.
You
know what I'm saying? Gonna be there.
Gonna be there.
You know, and that's the way it should be.
That's right.
We all looking out for each other and helping each other. You know, and doing the things we need to do to grow and move on as a community.
There you go.
And I always talk about the family atmosphere and, you know, taking care of each other.
Right.
And that's the way it should be.
That's the way it should be.
You know, that's the way it should be.
All over. All over.
All over. That's the
all
way it
over.
should
Make
be.
it county, y'all. We
All
got to start communicating with each other. You know, helping each other out.
Yeah.
Because some stuff don't even really cost money.
No, it don't cost
money.
You know
what I'm talking
about? And this really is a great place.
Great place. Wonderful. Great. It's one of the greatest places on the planet, you ask me.
It really is.
We just got to get our stuff together.
It really is.
Within, you know, helping each other. You know what I mean? Like you were saying last week, you know, saying just stop pulling away from each other. Start pulling together. You know what I'm saying? Pulling together, man. It could be a real strong place here.
Yeah, strong place.
Strong place, man. And I think about it all the time, you know, back in the day when Booker T. Washington and Lewis Adams and they had very less than what we got right now, man. And they made it happen. They made it happen. You know what I'm talking about? And we got a lot.
And we got to make it happen.
We got to make it happen.
We got to make it happen.
We got to make it happen. You know what I mean?
But look here, you look over there to your right, I look to my left, we got some great people over there.
We got all
That's making it happen.
They're making it happen.
You know what I'm saying? Great staff over there making it happen.
Making it happen.
Yeah. And that's what we need.
That's right. Now, if it's it's three Stooges and it's three Migos. But if it's four, what that mean? What is that? What they call it? It's
the
four
hombres. The four hombres.
Four hombres.
Yeah, the four hombres.
The four horsemen or something like that.
Four horsemen or something. Yeah, the four horsemen. Yeah, the four horsemen.
Fantastic Four.
The Fantastic Four. Oh man, that's it. I like that.
Hey, so if they the Fantastic Four next week, they got to come in with the stretch outfits on.
Yeah.
What you call that? The stretch. What? The bodysuit, the spandex.
Yeah.
We're gonna see y'all in spandex and a cape next week.
Now this right here is Captain America. That Butch Captain America. That's Brick Man right there.
Yeah, the Rock Man.
The Rock Man.
Yeah.
That is Scratch. The one that Scratch. Plastic Girl, and Kim is One on Fire. That's the fire. Yeah, we got them all in the building, y'all. Right,
we got to try to get them the costume next week.
Costume, or put it. If you can't get the costume, just put the name on the back. Put the name on the back.
There you go. There you go. Miss Brunson, who you gonna be? Miss Brunson. She gonna stay Miss Brunson. She gonna be Miss Brunson.
Yes, man.
Yes, sir. But thank you again, Macon County. You know, always enjoy the show. Always come on here prepared and ready to talk to you. And just thank you for having me as your sheriff and Booty Rush. Appreciate everything, man. And I just love coming in here and talking, and you know, it relaxes me.
Right.
You know, soothes my mind.
Right.
And I just enjoy doing it. So
I love it too.
Everybody.
I love it too. I think we got a very great chemistry going on here, and we're gonna continue what we got going on here, along with the Fantastic Four. You know, Miss Sheriff in the building, and when you bring your special guests, you know, it's always one of it's never the same every week. It's always different. You know what I mean? It's always different. It's always fun. And that's the only thing the same about it is fun, but it'd be different type of fun, different people, and it's just fun, man. I love it. I love it, man. I had a bad dream about 2 months ago, and when I told you guys I was upset because I thought I missed the sheriff. I thought I overslept. You know what I'm saying?
That was a bad dream,
yeah, man. I was upset, man. It was just Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I thought I missed the sheriff report, man. I was upset, man. It was a Wednesday, man. But it was all good.
But you know, I just I have to say, you know, it's fun.
It's fun,
and it's always good to see you, Booty Rush. You know, but I talk about the people I encounter every day. Go to the sheriff department every day. It's good to see those folks.
Right.
I go to the yellow store almost every day. It's good to see those folks.
Yeah.
You know, I go down to Josh's place. It's good to see those folks.
Right.
I go in PNC Bank. Those tellers are good people, man. It's good to see those folks.
Yes.
Go in the courthouse every day. It's beautiful to see those folks.
Right.
Go to the complex a lot. I ain't gonna say I like going there because I have to go pay my light bill. But those are good people in there. But those are good people in there.
They good people.
You know, I go to Burger King a lot. It's good to see the people sitting there talking and say hello to those folks. I go to McDonald's a lot. It's good to see those folks and say hey to those folks.
Right.
Go over to the hardware store because we do a lot of business over there.
Right.
You know, it's good to see those folks. Those are very good people.
Good people.
And the people you encounter every day and everyday living, it's just good to see those folks. You know, I go up to Booker T. Washington High School and see those people working there, you know, the workers.
Right.
It's good to see those folks.
Good to see them.
It's good to see them. Right. You know, the light people we do a lot of business with because they come out and help us out putting up lights and stuff.
Right.
You know, over at the county commission office and over down there at Road and Bridge, man, those people come over and help us, man. We getting some stuff done down at the sheriff department, man. You need to come look. We moving, man.
Okay.
We trying to upgrade down there. We got some stuff built, and you know, those guys, Mike Barrett and Rush and you know, all those guys that operate those machines been coming over helping us, you know, do some stuff, you know, getting the stuff together. You know, the record services been coming over, moving cars for us. I ain't gonna name all those people, you know, because I might leave somebody out. I just say all those people come over and help us, man. But it's good to go over to the 911 building. It's good to go up to Notasulga. Man, I go up there all the time and go in the hardware store too. Everybody's so friendly and nice, man. It's just good to see and talk to good people. So I have to give everybody, community, everybody a big shout out. You know, the people, I can't name, I ain't going to say these people no more because I say a lot of same people, you know, that really give me support and calls. I ain't going to call their name no more, but just want you to know thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody. And like I say, it's always good to talk and see new people.
There you go.
I saw a new guy who said he was a preacher today in CVS. All those people in CVS are good too.
Yeah.
But I talked to a guy today, he just stopped and shook my hand, said, glad to finally meet you. And he just talked, and that's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Got time for everybody, man. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Got time for everybody.
Yeah, man. That's good PR, man. Public relations.
You know, and I always have a ball. And people say, I mean, I like to go in the back of the jail and go in there and talk to those inmates, man. You know, that's a good thing.
Right.
Let them know that we still care and we're not throwing them away.
Right.
They are people too.
That's right.
And we're not going to mistreat those people. We're not going to hurt those people. Because remember, they're in jail, but they're not they've been accused of something.
That's right.
And maybe they have done it, but they haven't been convicted of anything.
Right.
And even if they have been convicted, they still people. They still people.
Still people.
So I'm gonna continue to go back there and try to help them. Go back there and try to do the things I can to do, and let you know if they in Macon County jail, we trying to take care of them.
Right.
We're not gonna mistreat anybody.
Right.
So I love going back there talking to those guys and
you go
just trying to steer them the right way.
There we go again.
That's all right.
Yeah.
How much time with that, y'all? 2? Okay.
What,
Booty Rush
2
got
today?
2 today. Booty Rush.
Oh, that was. Oh, yeah.
But it's okay.
Is it
Booty Rush.
mouth? I gotta let your mouth.
But it's okay, Booty Rush.
Wait, I'm gonna do it. You know.
Yeah, but it's okay, Booty Rush.
Oh yeah, man. This. But we having a good time today, man. I'm talking about Chief Locure's in the building. Waiting on the sheriff now. He got some other stuff he want to announce and all that good stuff there. But cool, man. I thank you, man, for coming in, man. You kind of quiet, like Chief said, but like Sheriff said, but you good though. You stay, you holding it down. The camera gonna show everything.
I get that.
Huh?
He holding it down.
Yeah, he holding it down.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man.
But just like Miss Sherry said, because she running this side of me over here.
Right.
She wanted to know if there's anything he needs to say or wants to say, and that's
Yeah.
But you already get into that because he quiet.
Yeah, he quiet. But down there in Franklin, what kind of like, say for instance, what kind of problem that you guys what most concerns down there in the area of Franklin Road, some of the stuff that you guys have really kind of problems with or calls in, I'm talking about some of the worst stuff that, not the worst, I just say some of the most continuing stuff that y'all do have down there at Franklin Road that seem to be a problem down that area.
Well, mostly what we're dealing with right now is burglaries.
Burglars, okay.
Yeah, burglaries. Crime is not really bad. We answer calls, maybe a few domestics here and there, grass fires, things like that. Snake calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, we rural area, real snaky. But for the most part, Franklin's not very high demand, high volume calls. I actually work through the sheriff's department. Actually, whenever somebody needs Franklin, they actually call the sheriff's department. They dispatch me in turn, and I answer the calls from there. But right now, it's just burglaries. The main thing, we have a striping plant, Hornsby Striping, on County Road 56 there in Franklin. He's been having a problem with some thefts of propane, diesel fuel, things like that.
The striping plant, what is that? What is
the company does when they pave the interstate. He comes back and he does all of the striping, and painting, all of that.
Okay.
He keeps a lot of fuel, propane there on the property because he needs that for his vehicles, his paint machines, all of that. That's really right now the only problem that we're having. Somebody's getting onto the property, taking all of that, the propane tanks, things like that. And if anybody has any information, please contact Franklin Police Department or Macon County Sheriff Department.
Well, I'm gonna say this right here, and I don't know if we contacted today, but I don't know if we said this, but we did get one guy in custody.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We did get
one of them in custody.
I don't know if it's I've seen some more pictures. Might be the same guy, but we did get, I think, the main person that has been doing that in the custody. And somebody actually called me about it the other day and said the guy was saying that nobody was doing anything about the situation, and I went out there and talked to him myself, and I know you did too. But he said he had reported it to Montgomery. And I said, you can't report something to Montgomery that's happening in Macon County.
Right.
Because it's what we do.
That's right.
So you can't expect us to do that, and if you report it to Montgomery.
Right.
And if somebody tell you Montgomery, they're going to deal with it here, they're not telling you the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just report each incident, and I think he had reported it a couple occasions, but we had to get the warrants, and like we were talking about, warrants take a little longer sometimes.
Right, it does.
By the time we get them, and we had to sign the warrants, but I had a great talk with Mr. Hornsby out there, and he understood, and I understood where he was coming from, and he was just tired of it.
Right.
But I think he got tired, and he didn't know where to turn to, and he just let it happen a few times without calling us.
Right. Okay.
And without letting anybody know. But we're on it.
Okay.
And we're going to be on it. If you have a problem, trust us to try to do what's right, and we're going to do what's right.
That's right.
Don't think that you're out there alone and nobody going to try to help you. That's far from the truth.
Right.
But in less than 24 hours after he reported to us, the guy was in jail.
Wow.
And he's still in jail. And we're going to keep him there as long as we can, until we deal with the problem.
Right.
But I just want to say thank you to him for, and let him know that we're on his side. We're not going to be the enemy. We're on his side.
Right.
But that was one of the times. I mean, we worked well together on that. Locure was able to gather the warrants. He went out there and talked to him, watched the stuff. And we knew who the guy was when we saw the pictures. Just a matter of getting the warrant signed and finding this guy.
Right.
We went out to his house on several occasions for a couple of days before we actually found him, because before the guy called me, they had already gone out to his house.
Okay.
So, but once the guy did call me, it was less than 24 hours before we got him in jail.
Wow. Had to work fast.
So that was a good job. That was fast.
Yeah.
Working together.
Communication. Communication. Boy, I tell you.
Yeah, communication
is something serious. Yeah, it's the key.
That's it.
Key to success, y'all. We think about wrapped it up today. You want to give a big shout out to anybody in the Corps?
Well, I'd like to give a shout out to all of Macon County, the mayor, city council in Franklin. They are great.
Wow.
Very, very, very pro law enforcement. Welcome me with open arms. Any suggestions that I've given to help the town grow law enforcement wise, they've been 100% behind me. So I'd like to thank them.
Great.
And like to bless everybody in Macon County.
Shout out to everybody in Macon County.
Yes.
Chef, you got one else? You shout out everybody.
I shout out everybody.
You go shout everybody.
I like to shout out everybody. All the good people everywhere. All in Macon County. I'll never forget nobody. My shout outs always go to everybody in Macon County.
Everybody in Macon County.
Yes, sir.
Great.
But I did give a special shout out to 29.
29.
Oh, and remember, I shout out to all these different people I run into every day.
Every day.
Great people.
Around the different areas.
Different
areas.
In
all them places there.
Yeah.
Great. I guess, people, that's the end of the show. It's July 27th, 2017. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Miss Sheriff. Also got to give a big shout out to Brickman, who's
the Rock Man.
The Rock Man.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Pat Wallace, man. I'm just playing over the fantastic folk, Butch, Danielle. We got Motor City, Kim Motor City. Big shouts out to them. They here every week consistently, on time. Otherwise, like me, but they on time all the time. Sheriff here beat me here every week, man.
Every week.
I just want to give y'all a big shout out, man, because y'all here all the time, on time, and ready to go to work. Big shouts out to all y'all, man. Big shout out to my wife and kids, my whole family. We're having a family reunion coming up this weekend as well, though. But that's in the Sheriff Report.
All right.
Sheriff Andre Brunson and Chief Locure in the building, y'all. So that's gonna be it.
That's gonna be it. Thank you, everybody.
Thank y'all for tuning in, y'all.